Are y'all proceeding on the motion to revoke?
Yes, Judge, I have to insert a video on this.
All right, thank you.
Would you please? One more time. No, Judge. Would you please?
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 010368. State. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR.
All right. This case starts where many repeat. Offense cases do. A defendant on deferred adjudication is back in court after allegedly committing the exact same crime again. And when that happens, the stakes skyrocket. Because now the judge can turn probation into prison time.
R 010368. And are you Mr. Grisham? Devin Grisham, can I have party document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand? CR 010368. Are you the same Devin Roy Grisham for the office of deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 010368 on October 7th, 2025 for a period of $2,500 with two or more previous convictions on October 7th, 2025 for a period of 2 years. Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Judge, be proceeding on a.
When he pleads true to the violation, this is huge. That single word basically tells the court, yes, I broke probation. At that moment, the judge gains full power to revoke probation and sentence him up to the maximum allowed. This hearing just became a sentencing hearing.
Condition number one, specifically that on or about the 1st day of January 2026 in Fairfield, Texas.
Condition number
Devin Boyd Grisham, that on or about the 1st day of January 2026 in Fairfield, Texas. The defendant.
You plead that true or not true?
Committed the offense, theft of property in violation of condition of the recommended on.
You plead that true or not true? All right, any objection to the state's waivers?
No objections, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number?
Now the judge does something important. She challenges the plea deal. Judges are not required to follow agreements. And when a defendant commits the same crime while already on probation, judges often start asking the question viewers are probably thinking right now. Why should I give you another chance?
Number one, the court any objection to the state's waivers?
No objections.
Find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years violation of condition number one. The court could find it to grant the motion. Finding that you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one and up to $10,000 fine violation of condition number one. Still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one.
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
And the state of the TIC agreement is to revoke the defendant, place R and 0.
This is the turning point of the hearing. The defendant explains homelessness as the reason for stealing. And this is where courtroom reality gets complicated. Hardship can explain behavior, but legally, it does not excuse the crime.
Jail for 8 months, and the state will be TICing cause number 2026 CR.
All right, and that's that a theft case?
It is.
All right.
And that is our agreement.
All right, and that's that a theft case?
The question becomes, why should I follow
All
the
right.
agreement that
And
y'all
that
are
is our
saying
agreement.
y'all reached? Because he's on
So the
deferred
question
for a
becomes,
theft
why
case.
should I follow?
And it was enhanced to
the
the
felony
agreement
because
that
he has
y'all are
previous
saying y'all
theft.
reached, because he's
And
on
now he's
deferred
back
for a theft
and
case.
he has pled true
And it
to
was
another theft
enhanced
case,
case.
felony
Why
because he has
shouldn't
previous
He
theft.
received 2
And
years.
now he's back and
What's
he
going
has
on?
pled
Why is
true
he
to
committing
another
theft
theft
case? Why shouldn't he
All right,
receive
so
2
do you want
years?
him to testify?
What's going on? Why is he
All right,
committing
Yes,
thefts?
Mr. Grisham would like to speak, sir.
You want to raise your
All
right
right,
hand?
Jonah, you
Do you
want him to
solemnly swear affirm the
testify?
testimony you give will be the
Yes,
truth and nothing but the
Mr.
truth, so help you God? You want to raise your right
All
hand?
right,
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record. The testimony you give will be the truth
All
and
right, so
nothing but the truth, so
why
help you
is
God?
this happening?
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
All
All right, so why is this happening?
Well, I was having I was almost not mine, so I was having a hard time with that, so. Give me the right to get money to be able to get around mine, I'd be on the street. I was having a hard time with that, so.
Why not Haven for Hope? Does Haven for Hope charge?
We had him check into that, Judge. and he-
That's what I actually 2 days ago, ma'am, I just.
Why
got,
not Haven for Hope? Does Haven for Hope
approved.
charge?
We had him check
But no,
into
that
that,
was
Judge.
2
and
days
That's what I
ago.
actually 2 days
This
ago, ma'am,
offense
I
is a,
just got,
well, the offense that you
approved
pled true to,
But no, that was
was
2
January
days
8,
ago.
2026. This offense is a.
So you're telling me
well,
that you
the
were
offense
homeless
that
and
you
that's why
pled
you
true
were
to
stealing?
was
So
January 8,
why didn't
2026.
So you're
do
telling me
Haven
that
for
you were
Hope
homeless and that's why
before
you were stealing?
January 8,
So
2026.
why didn't you
I should.
do Haven for
And
Hope?
did you contact
Hope
probation
before
and tell them you were
January
having
8,
issues?
2026?
Yes, ma'am. I should have checked in with probation.
No. And did
you
you contact probation and tell them you were having issues with being homeless and what was going on in your life? Because they're here to help you. Were having issues with being homeless and what was going on in your life, because they're here to help you. Did you do anything on probation?
Yes, ma'am. I was
What did you
checking
do?
with him, I had gotten
Did you
started
do
with,
anything
we
on
got him set up
probation?
with classes.
Yes,
We had
ma'am.
just,
What did you do?
me and my probation officer, I just seen him like a day before. We got him set up with classes. We had just, me and my probation officer,
But I
I just
mean,
seen him like a day before.
He's been on probation since October
started.
7th.
Here it is, the moment that decides everything. The judge offers a rare fork in the road, jail time, or an intensive rehabilitation program. This is the kind of decision that can literally change the direction of someone's life.
2025. What does he mean? But I mean,
Judge, I believe
he's been on
we tried to
probation
get him into
since
the felony drug
October
court.
7th,
They found that he
2025. What does he
didn't meet the
mean?
criteria.
Mhm.
And so I believe
Judge,
he'd
I
been
believe he was-
held. We tried to get him into the felony screening on that. They found that he didn't meet the criteria. That would have been the most
Mhm.
successful. I believe he'd been held. Okay, the screening on that, I believe that would have been the most
Any
successful route
questions?
for him.
No question, Judge.
Probation. What are you all recommending?
No question, Judge.
Probation. What are you all recommending?
Recommended listed on the court summary
Believe it
indicates
was
the
ISF.
upon disposition of the pending case of main petition for local ISF, followed by ISA. Upon disposition of the pending case of main petition for local ISF, followed by ISP. He was not accepted into felony drug court, judge, due to him not meeting the criteria. He was not accepted into felony drug court, judge, due to probation that was not meeting the criteria. And then he was rearrested 3 months after being granted probation met with him one time. And then he was rearrested.
All right, I'm going to give you a choice. These are your only two choices. There are no other choices. Do you understand? First choice. All right, I'm going to give you a choice. I'll send it to you to 1 year.
This closing speech from the judge sums up the philosophy of many courts. Society offers help, but personal choices still carry consequences. And it leaves us with the big question, at what point does accountability outweigh compassion?
There are no other choices. Do you understand? Second choice, I will continue you. I will revoke you. I'll send it to you to 1 year at the state jail facility. Second choice, I will continue you. We'll try to work with you. I say we, probation will, but you're going to be going to ISF. Well, here's the thing. You know yourself better than I do, better than your attorney does, better than probation does. If you want, you know yourself better than I do, better than your attorney does, better than probation does. A year in the state jail facility. If you want, with a year in the state jail facility, you receive credit for any time that you've been in custody in the state jail facility. With a year in the state jail facility, you receive credit for any time that you've been in custody on this case. And then hopefully, otherwise, you're going to be transferred to ISF to communicate with probation. And then hopefully, so which do you prefer? You'll be better able to communicate with probation. So which do you prefer?
I'm
looking right now.
Your state jail.
Okay.
I'm looking right now.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Your state jail.
All right, the court then will revoke. Are you waiving your right to appeal? Find you guilty? Sentence you to 1 year. All right, the court then will revoke, give you credit for any time served. I'll request 1 year in the state jail facility. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody. I have no jurisdiction community. Force them to place you in the program. You'll increase the time that you're in custody, but it should help you with whatever issues you may be experiencing. In the program, there's to be no contact as well, but it should help you with whatever issues you may be experiencing. There's to be no contact or Walmart with Quick Trip or Walmart. And no unsupervised contact with minors. And no unsupervised. Taking consideration 2026 CR 001815. Taking consideration 2026. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal? Right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to sign it. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? You're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Here's the thing. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? Everybody who didn't have money stole. Go off the record. Here's the thing. As a society, right? Making better choices. There are plenty of places that can help you. Didn't have money stole. Where would we be as a society, right? There are plenty of places that can help you. There's the Salvation Army. There are plenty of places find some place when you're released. If I'm still here, you come back here. There's the Salvation Army. Pick up the phone to call somebody to some place when you're released. If I'm still here, you come back here. And I will pick up the phone to call somebody to help you and give you access to.
Come on this way.
Programs.